Hello, Chef here. So today's the day. I had a request for a rotisserie style chicken like you get at the grocery stores and Costco's and Sam's Club, but this is going to be a healthier version. We're going to take this chicken and we're going to use this Dutch oven and we're going to suspend it with some skewers, and we're going to make a rotisserie style chicken that's going to be healthy. Yeah. Follow along. The first thing we're going to do is use a mortar and pestle and smash our spice rub together. This is going to be a dry rub, and once we add it to the chicken it will be a wet rub. So here we go. I like to throw a few things in. The basic recipe is going to be kosher salt. I'm using pink salt. Garlic powder. I'm using granulated garlic. Paprika and black pepper. However, there's nothing better than the flavor of fresh cloves, dried cloves. I'm going to use 2 cloves right here, 2 small cloves, and I'm going to put them right in. And that's the first thing I'm going to smash because they're the hardest item in there. That's it. Got the cloves. Okay. I'm also going to be adding a pinch of dry nutmeg. The flavor of nutmeg is incredible. Let's get a little of that in there. Okay. I do like salt, so here we go. We got this pink salt. This is the Himalayan. I always buy it in bulk. Here we go. 1, 2 generous teaspoons of salt. Then we're going to be putting black pepper. 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. Well, I got a 1/4 teaspoon right here. Black pepper. I'm using fine ground black pepper. Okay? And then paprika, we're going to be using 1 teaspoon of paprika. There we go. Teaspoon. This is, by the way, this is Hungarian paprika. It's pretty strong. It's got a spice, a little bit of burn flavor to it. Yeah, that goes in there. Now, one more thing I like to put in all my roasted chickens, and that's right here. It's the Cajun spice blend. I get it from Chef Depot, and we're going to put a heaping teaspoon of that in there. Okay? That right there, that's the spice rub. Just mix it together like this. Yeah, look at that. Now, this spice rub here all goes on the chicken. You want to try to get it underneath the skin as well. Follow along. Okay, when I'm working with raw chicken, I like to put gloves on. You don't have to. It's just another level of sanitation, but mostly it keeps the chicken fat and even, you know, the chicken smell off your hands. So here we go. I got this chicken. I'm going to remove it from the bag. I do not wash it off. I see a lot of people in different cultures scrubbing their chickens and going crazy on their chicken, trying to get it clean. I don't know why. This is just a natural chicken with natural flavor. I do discard this juice. Okay. Now, the chicken, here we go. Always tuck the wings back like this. Going to give you a nicer, more rounded chicken for roasting. Check the inside, see if there's anything good in there. Nope, it's looking good. Okay. We're going to get some of that spice rub underneath the skin, like this. Ooh, yeah. Okay. On both sides. Same thing over here. Get some of this fat off of there. Get that skin removed from the meat. Okay, this chicken's looking really good. Here we go. I've got a towel, so I'm not touching my mortar and pestle. And I'm going to add all of my spice rub to the chicken like this. And now I start getting the rub under the skin. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Want to get some of that rub inside the cavity as well. Get it on the legs, get it on the back. The whole chicken gets that rub. Oh yeah. Rub it in good. Oh yeah. And right there, that's what you're looking for. Next step. The next step, we're going to cover this. We're going to put this in the refrigerator for about 3 to 6 hours. I'll be back. Okay, healthy rotisserie chicken. Here we go. The dry rub has now become a wet rub. The juices are forming from the chicken to the spices. The flavors all transitioning together, and it's looking really good. Next step, a Dutch oven. Grab the Dutch oven that is the deepest Dutch oven you can find. I'm using one here that's pretty old, and it's good quality. It's not the best. Hit the sponsor, they got the best ones. Check out some of the products. Le Creuset and Staub. Yeah, these are the really good ones. Heavy cast iron is the way to go. All right, so now the chicken goes right in like this. Along with any remaining juices. And I'm going to be using some stainless steel skewers to prop the chicken up. I don't really know how many I'm going to need. This is a test run. We're going to see how good this turns out. So I'm going to try to stand it up like this. I'm going to put a couple of these in around the backbone like this. There we go. Try to keep it uniform and kosher looking. Yeah, there we go. I'd like it to stay off the bottom as well. Yeah, there we go. Like I said, experimental recipe. We're going to see what happens here. I already know it's going to be really, really good. By the way, I'm trying not to poke the breast. Going around the breast, through the back. There we go. Okay, looking good. I'm off the bottom. Chicken is suspended. We'll call this a Dutch oven rotisserie right here. The chicken is off the bottom, and also I have, by the way, I have the tail end up right here. The tail end is up. There's more fat back here. I want that fat to come down and across the breast. It's looking pretty good. I do like the fact that it's suspended, and now we're going to get this in the oven. We're going to be roasting this at 350 to 375, and it's going to take about an hour to an hour and 30 minutes. I'll be back to check on it. I want to cook it until the legs are soft and they wiggle, and the internal temperature is at least 165. Some go 185. Trust me, it's going to be well done. Oh yeah. It's going to be good. I'll be back. Another angle here. I want to show you how I have the chicken suspended above this Dutch oven. Oh yeah. Looking really good. Oh, yes. Yes, look at this. Here's the chicken. It's been roasting in the oven now for about 1 hour and 30 minutes. Let's get a closer look. It's still suspended in that Dutch oven. Going to check the internal temperature of the largest part of the breast. This chef's pocket thermometer. It's going to give us a very accurate reading. Just takes a few seconds. Old school. Yeah, nothing digital, nothing breaking, no batteries. Old school right there. Minimum of 165. Even up to 185 is fine. Looks like we're there. Yeah, it's still going up. Check it out. So this was a test recipe. It's going to be good. I'll be listing all the ingredients, and you can watch the previous videos. Make certain to search chicken on this channel. Oh yeah, it's going to be good. And while you're at it, score one of these awesome Dutch ovens at the sponsor. There's a couple things you need to do right now. Hit the love button, share the video with everybody so they can find the channel. Check out the sale on the Dutch ovens right there, down below. Subscribe right here. Oh yeah, it's gonna be good. Oh yeah, one more chef tip for you here. I've added 1 cup of rich chicken stock to make a broth that will be served over the chicken later. Of course, we'll go with like mashed potatoes and a vegetable as well, but yeah, it's gonna be good. Okay, the chicken is now cooled off for over an hour. It's looking really good. At this point, we're going to remove the skewers very carefully. A couple things to notice. The skewers were placed at the correct points, and the chicken did not lose very much juice. It's nice and juicy. It's succulent. Looking really good. I like the smell, the aroma, the color. Everything about it. The fact that most of the fat went down into the Dutch oven, that's pretty cool too. So now this chicken is going to go on a carving board. We're going to move this over and let it simmer, get all those little tidbits out of there, and make a quick natural au jus reduction out of there. I'll be using a rubber spatula, loosen up those tidbits. In French cooking, this is critical. This never gets discarded. Critical flavor right there. That's a lot of flavor sticking to the bottom of the pot. Okay, I'm going to add another cup of chicken stock and let this go for a little while. Okay, now I got the chicken on a carving board, one that catches juice, and I'm going to very quickly remove the backbone. Watch the procedure here. Use a heavy forged knife. Straight down the breastbone first. Just like that. Want it to pop open. Okay. And then you can clearly see the backbone. We go on the left and we go on the right. Right through. Right through. A nice clean cut. Now the backbone gets removed. I've got 2 half chickens.